YouTube, welcome back. I'm John Crawford. Welcome back to the John Crawford School of Music. Today we're going to be covering Lovin' You by Minnie Riperton. It's a beautiful song, very simple piece of music. What it does is it does give you an opportunity to start using some of these minor sevenths and major seventh chords that are integral to getting into like more of a jazz style of guitar playing. So it will get you doing some things you haven't done before, and it won't be like ridiculously difficult, but it will get you doing some different things than maybe you've been doing if you're a beginner, and if you haven't done, you know, jazz chord style things. This is a great segue to get into it. Okay, so we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to show you what the chords are, and then we'll go into it. So we're going to be dealing with a D major 7th chord. You can do this one of two ways. You can either play it up here as a bar chord, and I will go over this, I promise. Or you can do it in the first position. I think the biggest difference is what we call timbre. The timbre is maybe a little bit thinner, the tone is a little bit thinner. Maybe some people might even refer to it as twangy, but I personally don't find that to be very problematic. But either way, you get virtually the same notes. See, you get virtually the same notes if you do it here in the first position as you do as a bar chord. Then you have your C sharp minor. Whoops. Yep, there's a C sharp minor. Then you have a B minor. And then you have a beautiful but very simple open position, first position, A major 7th chord. So that's the first part of it. We're going to go over that in order. Okay, so if you want to do the bar chord, which I'm not the best at these major 7th bar chords, they drive me a little nuts. Or you can go like this. That's the way I do it, just to be honest. Now let's talk about what these chords are. So let's go ahead and cover the D major 7th in the bar chord form first. That's the trickiest way to do it. You're going to be barring the 5th fret with your index finger, and then your ring and pinky are going to be touching, the pinky is going to be touching the 7th fret of your B string, while your ring finger is going to be touching the 7th fret of your D string. D as in delta. So you got those two notes, and when you play those by themselves without the next finger, you have what's called a dominant 7th chord. But now, here's what makes it into a major 7th. You take your middle finger and put it on the 6th fret of G. So if you play these three notes just by themselves, 7, 6, and 7, pinky, middle, and ring, 7 on B, 6 on G, 7 on D, and then bar the 5th fret, you have a full-on major 7th, D major 7th bar chord. Now that one is a little bit fuller because you have that nice A note right there, covering that nice high A right there, covering the top of the chord. But it doesn't make that much of a difference. You can always use the garden variety first position D major 7, which is really, really useful. You can use this in a lot of stuff. Put your index finger across the E, B, and G strings in the 2nd fret and leave the D string open. So it's 2nd fret of E, 2nd fret of B, 2nd fret of G, and the open D string like that will give you virtually the same chord. You can extend your pinky out to grab this A like I've just done, or just leave it off like this, going open, open, 2, 2, and 2. And you get virtually the same chord. It's a D major 7. So those are the two ways to play D major 7. So let's go ahead and cover the C sharp minor chord form, which is going to be barring the 4th fret all the way down, with your index finger, 4th fret. Then you're going to be putting your middle finger on the 5th fret of B and the 6th fret of D. So it goes basically 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. I'll leave it there so you can look more closely. 4th of A, 6th of D, 4th of G, 5th of B, and 4th of E. Excuse me. 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. Like that. That is your C sharp minor chord. Now, you basically leave that form just like it is to do your B minor chord. That's going to be 2, 4, 2, 3, 2. So basically all you're doing, look closely at this, all you're going to be doing is moving the C sharp minor down 2 frets, leaving the same shape, and that's how you transition between these two things. And then finally you're going to be doing the A major 7. The A major 7 is the ring finger on the B string 2nd fret, the middle finger on the D string 2nd fret, and the index finger on the G string 1st fret. So it goes open, 2, 1, 2, open. Like that. So now, we're going to go, so the pattern goes D major 7, C sharp minor, B minor, A major 7. Whichever way you choose to do it, or you can do it like this. So let's just practice that for a second. D major 7, C sharp minor, B minor, A major 7. That's going to be for your verses. All the way up to that nice little bridge where she sings. And by the way, I'm not going to sing this, guys. No one else can make me feel, no one else can make me feel the colors that you bring. That part right there is different. But everything else, loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Let me do that for you. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. And on and on and on like that. I don't have Minnie Riperton's voice, y'all. I can't hit her notes. Anyway, so that's kind of how that works. D major 7, C sharp minor, B minor 7. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. D major 7, C sharp minor 7, B minor 7, A major 7. Okay, now, even right up to the point where she goes, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Okay, all of that's the same. D major 7, C sharp minor 7, B minor 7, A major 7. Now, again, we're going back to the bridge where it says, no one else can make me feel the colors that you bring. D minor 7, C sharp minor 7, B minor 7, A major 7. Let me just sing that for you real quick. No one else can make me feel the colors that you bring. Stay with me while we grow old, and we will live each day in the springtime. So right there on live each day in the springtime, you've got B minor 7, C sharp minor 7, D minor 7, E. Now let's talk about that E major chord. It's basically just your garden variety first position, E major chord. Open E, 2nd fret of A, 2nd fret of D, 1st fret of G. So now, I'm going to go over a verse and a bridge, and that's pretty much the song. So here we go. I'm not even talking about the strumming pattern yet. So that's how you start off. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful, and making love with you is all I wanna do. And it goes on like that. Loving you has made my life so beautiful, and everything that I do is out of loving you. Okay? And then she goes on into la 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 do 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 do. I know y'all think I'm gonna try that, but I'm not. That really high note she does. Now, then we go into B minor 7. No one else can make me feel. That's the C sharp minor 7. The colors that you bring. A major 7. So it's stay with me while we grow old, and we will live each day in the springtime. And it goes, and that's pretty much basically how you do the whole thing. So I'm just gonna play it. I'm not gonna try to keep singing that. I don't think my voice was meant for that. Let's talk a little bit about the strum pattern. The strum pattern starts with a kind of a root and chord kind of a thing. On the verses. So what you're striking is the D note to your C sharp minor 7, striking that C sharp note on the A string, down to your B note here on the B minor 7 chord, to your A major 7 chord with the A note. That's on your actual verses, so it's like this. Then a little turnaround thing. You're going to be striking the D string, then the B string, the G string, and then back to the D. So it goes like this. And you just rinse and repeat throughout the verse. Now, on the part leading up to the bridge, you're still playing the same chords, like I said, but you're going to strum like this. So what you're going to do is strike the D string, the G string, and then the E, the B, and the G, while you're making the D major 7 chord form. Then, on the C sharp minor 7th chord, over the same chord, your picking pattern is going to be A to D, and then B, then G, and D strings. Do that a couple times to get used to it. Then C sharp minor 7 is exactly the same thing. And then land on that A major 7. Finish up with that same picking pattern we were doing before. So it sounds like this. So then, when you're going into your bridge, no one else can make me feel. You just threw it in. See what you're doing there? It's just basically just like the verse, but with different chords. And you just repeat that. Then you go. And then That's just me though. So basically, I'm going to run through it. I'm not going to sing. I'm going to run through it all like I'm doing a verse, a chorus, and a bridge. Kind of like I'm playing the song for real. Now it changes. And then now I go like this. Then and just rinse and repeat. Okay guys, just listen to the song very carefully and you'll see kind of what the patterns are that I'm talking about. In the meantime, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any requests, leave those also in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the subs I've been getting here lately. I want you all to please remember to check out the playlist on my channel called Song by Paula. That's stuff that my wife took a lot of time to record, and we'd love for you to give her some thumbs up on some of that stuff too. Just please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and until next time, I'm John Crawford. Peace. God bless.